Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
This is the June update. So a lot have happened since I last had my update. My daughter got married, and it has been an event I looked forward to and dreaded. I looked forward to seeing my daughter marry a wonderful young man. He's not LDS, but he's so loving, caring, and genuinely good. He's simply amazing, and they work so well together. Their communication skills work, and they just complement each other so well. I must say I'm a bit envious, since it seems their relationship has all the pieces that Mai was lacking. Well, I'm glad she learned from me and found greatness in her own. But this was the first time I was going to stand face to face with my ex-husband and his new wife, so I have dreaded the moment too. To prepare, I've done a lot of recoding and working in my superconscious field to create the optimal physical state for my body leading up to the wedding. You know what? It worked. It worked so well that their energies was like so neutralized for me that they were almost invisible. No sweaty hands, nausea, stomach ache, or any form of anxiety. I felt calm and happy the whole day. The wedding ceremony was held outdoors in a park and it was perfect. My mom and dad and all my siblings except 2 could come. The sun was blazing, the sky was blue, just perfect. Leading up to the wedding, I had been down with the flu, so fever and coughing the whole week, and I was a bit worried. I thought maybe this was my subconscious creating the flu for me to have an excuse to opt out of going and to have to confront my ex and his new wife. But I got well enough to go to the morning and spend it at the hotel with my daughter and their bridesmaids getting ready. We had so much fun, and I'm so glad I could be there. After the wedding, we went to my sister's house to have some food before the reception later in the evening. I took time to just take a quick nap since my stress had drained me a bit and since I was not feeling too well. After that, we got ready to go to the wedding reception. It went so well. I realized I'm my worst enemy, making up scenarios in my head, stressing myself out for nothing. Well, not nothing. I was standing on the dance floor by myself, and the new wife came up to me with strong strides, held out her hand and introduced herself by name. I know who you are. Then she started talking to me, said maybe 3 sentences and stopped talking, and looked at me like she wanted a reply. I was so shocked by her coming to me. I was just standing there in stupor, and she was far away enough from me that I didn't hear exactly what she was saying because of the music. So I just stood there and looked at her, realizing that she was expecting an answer. But I hadn't heard what she said, and was debating whether to admit that and to ask her to say it again or not. So I went with a not. But since she stood there, waiting for her reply, I just said, yes. She looked at me and turned around and left, and that was it. The weird thing was that all night, she and my ex barely was in each other's company. I guess they tried to keep a low profile for my sake, since this would be the first time all 3 of us were at the same place since an Advent fika when the kids were small, and I was married and she was in a relationship with her then boyfriend. And I appreciated the gesture. However, it was unnecessary since I felt fine, really fine. And my family was all around me, trying to be my shield, my sword, my armor, but I was fine. The energy cords between us was totally neutralized. I was more nervous about going up and delivering my speech as the mother of the bride. My hands were shaking and I felt really scared. But as soon as I put on my reading glasses, everyone went blurry and it felt good. I delivered my speech and I think it went really well. Other than that, I forgot half from being so nervous. Sometimes you need to face your demons to realize that they don't hold any power over you. It's actually all in your head. And that was an interesting experience. And I had so much fun just dancing the night away. In the middle of the cleaning, my ex came up to me and said thank you. For what? He we have done this well. And I just agreed with him. We shook hands and he left, and that was that. I still felt absolutely nothing. The still hurt part of me wants justice for what they have done. Not really to me, but to my children. And part of me just don't want to waste energy on that and just focus on creating my life and a new life for my kids. However, that night I realized how blessed I was with the people in my life. The ones I choose to have in my life. And the ones I don't choose just don't hold any power over me anymore, in any way, which is freeing for the future. I'm so grateful for the universe providing me with help and guidance when I need it, whether it be my heavenly parents or my team of guardian angels. And I'm grateful for the tools I have learned or acquired, and I just want to pay it forward, find others that are as me, and give them the help I've gotten. And it's true. Forgiveness is not for the other party. It's for me, you. It's about reclaiming the inner power, taking on responsibility, leaving the victim mode behind, and moving forward. I'm not perfect, so I slide back sometimes, but 99.9% I feel amazing. And I was told that I was shining that night, and I felt it from the inside. So, be the light, share the light, spread the light, shine.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.